Yeah, that's right. That's right. Everything in their places. That's right. Nintendo. Yo, what's up, Diana? What's up, Diana? Yeah, if you have any questions about it, feel free to ask, all right? Yo, good to see you in here, dude. Checking out your tag on Tumblr, loving the content you put out. Reminds me of people I used to follow on Insta who would post New Leaf content. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I'll have to give you a follow. We could be mutes. We could be mutuals. I love posting video game content. I actually really do love what we were doing on the Tumblr back then. It was just so cool, and it was just very me. I would just post stuff that seemed cool to me and all the games I played. Actually, a bunch of my original content on Tumblr wasn't even just Animal Crossing. It was also like Minecraft stuff, Oblivion, Skyrim. I would find like Fallout 3. I would find like a really funny moment in the game and I'd take a screenshot and I would caption it. So it was pretty cool. Yeah, all right. I don't have my dates showing anymore. I have to like double check. Yeah, it's the 22nd, right? I don't know why I'm questioning. It's for sure the 22nd. Okay. Husband and I were watching some of your VODs this weekend when you weren't streaming. What's up, Tina? How you doing, dude? Hopefully you're enjoying the VODs. Can I ask if you were watching over on Twitch? Do you prefer to watch your VOD content on Twitch, or are you a YouTuber? Nook has to have the fishing rod today for sure. I think so. Yeah, we got to get our fishing rod today. Yeah. Yes, dude. Spring is upon us. Did some real life Animal Crossing yesterday and went fishing. Oh, nice, dude. I haven't fished in years. Let me go mail this. Let me go get this mail out of my inventory right away. Random question. I was playing along with your Spiritfarer content. Do you plan on revisiting Spiritfarer? I kind of want to, yeah. The community has requested that I go back to Spiritfarer for a while. It's like, it's one of those things where I probably never will, but if I find a chance, I would like to. That's like the best way to word my feelings with Spiritfarer. It's like, I'll be honest, and I probably never will, but I would like to. Like, it is something I think about just because I'm a completionist and because I know the game has a pretty beautiful story to divulge into. Yeah. I hope you enjoy the I hope you're enjoying the game though, Bazinga. So many games, so little time. Look at him go. Yeah. So many games, so little time for sure. All right, nice. When I first read your message, Random 18, I thought you were saying rod as in the villager. It hit me that you were saying like fishing rod. All right, sick. Let's see it. See if we got a new villager today. Ooh, we do. Who the is Tasha? Wait, what? Exclamation point villager Tasha in the chat. Who's that? Let's go. Oh, Gracie's here. Oh, hell. All right. Let's go see who Tasha is. It's a squirrel. It's a snooty squirrel. She's across the bridge. Don't panic. Oh, she's asleep. I forgot it's still early. She'll wake up at 9, I think, actually. Maybe 10. Interesting. Regardless, thank you for the content. It's a game that's good for a specific vibe. Yeah, I appreciate you, Bazinga. I'll be honest with you. I love it when people ask these types of questions because it helps me better align with what my audience would like to see me dive into, you know? So yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for asking and knowing that, you know, regardless of the outcome of your question, you know, my answer, it's still nice. New shirt chance. Here, let me see if Tasha was in the original game or not. Tasha was not. Tasha's our first villager that shouldn't be in the game. So Tasha was only in Debutsu no Mori Plus, the Japanese GameCube version. She was not in the American version. That's why I didn't know her. She was in New Leaf, And she was in New Leaf, a welcome amiibo, and she was in New Horizons, but she was not in Debutsu no Mori E+. She was also in Pocket Camp, for the record. So like, yeah, we know her from New Horizons, but I didn't think I knew her from this game. Sick. Our first rare villager, dude. Nice. A villager that I've never interacted with in my 20 years of playing this game. You know that's cool. Like, that's super cool to me. All right, let's get back to our dailies now. We have to go say good morning to Tangy. She should be awake. And then we have to go check the shop here. Yeah. So Diana, that a lot of that stuff you're noticing is a part of the deluxe edition. Yeah, we have camera angles. We can change our skin tone at any point, but you can also change it at the start of the game, like when you make your character. You also, and here's honestly, you want to know my favorite parts that you guys can't see because I've already started my save? Listen to this. At the start of the game, you get a choice of 4 different towns now. 4 different towns. And you get to choose the one that, like, just like New Leaf and just like New Horizons, and you get to choose the one that best works for you. That is probably one of the most important changes that nobody can really engage with on my channel because I made my town on episode 1. That is huge, actually, because sitting and resetting Animal Crossing GameCube to get a triple tier town just got a lot easier. You know, I really love certain layouts in this game, and the fact that you get to choose from 1 out of 4 at the beginning, and then you could reset and keep going. That's a really cool feature from the modern era of Animal Crossing that I think this game will really benefit from. So that was one of my favorite changes that I haven't really talked about a lot because, again, like, it's just something from the very first, you know, part of the playthrough. Like, we started this like a Thursday last week or something like that. Friday, I think. A dinosaur track, so we get to sell that. So we actually got a new update. So listen to this. So in the most recent update for the most recent patch for this fan-made game here, now after 15 fossils, Blathers earns the ability to identify fossils. So after 15 donations, he earns the ability to identify them himself. And listen to this. From there, you can sell your fossils to the faraway museum. And if you mail them, I think if you mail them to the faraway museum, they pay premium for the fossils. So brand new Blathers interaction. So after 15 donations, Blathers will identify fossils automatically, or like he earns his degree, which is just a super cool little kind of roleplay thing. I love that it was implemented after 15, because that's right around when the novelty wears off of mailing them, in my opinion. Like, you know, right around there, you know, give or take whoever you are, you know, your personal preference. And then the fact that you can sell them for a premium to the faraway museum is pretty cool. That's just like a nice little, again, it's like a role play thing almost. And I think that's neat. I really appreciate that. So yeah, that's a big part of the newest patch I just updated this morning. And then another part of it is now you can actually see the paper airplane in your hand, I believe. See, so now the paper airplane actually has a model that's being held. Now, I didn't read the rest of this patch. Like, there was like a paragraph, like a couple sentences about this. I think this was the only major change to the airplane. There might have been something else, but. Oh, there's an animation. Oh, that's kind of cool, actually. It's the axe animation. That's actually cool. I suck at throwing this. Hold on. Yeah, now we got some distance. Yeah. All right, let's delete it. Throw it at a villager? No, rude, dude, rude. Yo, what's up, Cozy? That's a new catch. Good morning, Necro. Welcome to the show today. This is also going to Blathers. Oh, let's go say good morning to Tangy. I got distracted, and then we'll go shopping. I implemented an interaction just for that. All right, we'll throw it at a villager. I want to see if maybe it looks like the net. Yeah, hold on. Hey there, sunshine. Morning. Let's go out there and totally make the most of the day. What's up, yo? I'm in a mood to spend some money. So just for you, I'm willing to shell out 820 bells for your spotted ladybug. All right, you're cute enough. We'll get it. We'll catch another one. The ladybugs aren't too rare. That's fine. For Queen Tangy, I'll do anything. Yo, need a favor? No, okay. All right, let's go. She knows. She's going by the water. She knows. Oh my God. I was so close to her that... Hold on. I want to do it again. Hold on. Yeah, that throw was insane. Yeah, because I was so close to her. The throw was goofy, dude. Hold on. We're not going to practice on Tangy again because... You know, she's Tangy. Hold on, let me go find another villager to whip with this. Oh, hey, you're smiling and you're happy? Oh, dude, perfect. That's one of the rules of the internet. If something is wholesome, it's more fun to destroy. All right, this cliff is going to make this weird, right? Hold on, let's keep going. They only stay mad for 7 seconds, and it doesn't decrease friendship unless you talk to them. Oh, wow. What a nice... How nice, dude. I thought it was gonna be like a normal anger, right? All right, here we go. Dang, I don't have good aim. All right, give me a second. All right, just give me a second, all right? She's hiding between the trees. Dude, what was that throw? Dude, I'm getting good at this. She knows I'm coming for her. Not poor Tab? What? Dang it, what is my throwing, dude? It's like a real paper airplane at this point. No, stop hiding. Stop hiding. All right. She knows. Yo, what's up, Ally Mac? Yeah, wait, what sentence was I saying when you popped in? I don't know. Yo, what's up? Good morning, Castaway. Good to see you today. Mrs. Pirate, welcome to the show today. Lucinda, good morning as well. I will admit the airplane is super difficult to aim. Yeah. You saw me struggling. Thank you for saying that. Yo, Squishalicious, good morning. Good morning, Tab Torturer. I wasn't torturing Tab. I was just testing mechanics. Now you can get revenge for mean comments at a distance. Tab Torturer. That was not something I was expecting to be called today. Oh yeah, freedom. That's one of the rules of the internet, actually. Something about like, I don't remember all the rules directly, but it's like rule 40 or something. It's like, the more wholesome something is, the more fun it is to destroy or something. The internet sucks. And the rules of the internet are the worst. Yo, Pokemon fan, good to see you today. Yo, Ally Mac, hope you're feeling good. Bum, bum. It would be perfect if he gets Friga. Oh, she will be taking so many. Yes! We got one of the two things we needed. I do know how to fish and rod, homie. All right, we'll be back to shop after we get our money rock. I love the houndstooth tea. I might grab that. All right. Bum, 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 bum. I think these two need to be donated, and this stuff needs to be sold. Let's go to the museum and donate, and then we can actually fish today, which is nice. He said, good. I don't want to teach you anyways. I'm casually visiting Dreamlight Valley until the update. Yeah, me too. I've been farming up dream dust in preparation for Wednesday. I'm at like 1,200 or 12,000 rather. I love the 8 a.m. music. We didn't get a chance to hear this yesterday. Yo, good morning, Ham Labs. Just got back from the gym, got a hot cup of coffee. Nice. Hope you're doing well today, Sam Squatch. Good to see you, Dad Baby. Hey, there it is. There's our cherry tree. That's one of two. So we got cherries in a couple days, which is pretty nice. I'm debating if I should go hard with my coffee and steep black tea in it as well. What? I've never heard of that. All right, I'll turn it down. I love 1 p.m. because of the cat song. Doing good. How are you? I'm doing very well today. I had a great little self-care day, but I also was like pretty productive with my house. I decided that this is the last week that I'm going to be working on stuff. I'm just going to finish everything. Last week, as in the previous week, was I was kind of a rest week. I didn't really do a ton. I like did little teeny things every day that add up, but I didn't accomplish a ton. This week I woke up, I said, let's go. Let's lock in. Let's finish everything. Let's finish these projects. I'm going to be happier. Oh, I get to show you this little glitch. Hold on a second. All right. So let me explain this because I think this is really cool. So first off, if I were to wake Camo Frog up right now outside of his house, he would go back in and go back to bed because he doesn't wake up until 10 a.m. Right? That's normally what time crankies wake up. So I'm going to wait for the clock to switch over, and then I'm going to show you guys this. Stationary target for target practice. Dude, no, what a way to wake up. Hold on. That's going to mess everything up I'm trying to show here. Dude, that's so funny, actually. I really should. I don't know if that'll mess everything up, actually. That was a misspeak, but why is he out here? So sometimes the villagers fall asleep outside. It's just a thing in this game. It's cool. For the memes? All right, fine. I'll go get some paper. Fine. All right, Chad. Chad's gonna make me the most hated neighbor by the end of the day today. Okay. All right, so let me just explain this because I think it's still gonna work. So normally when you wake a villager up that falls asleep outside of their house, they will wake up, turn around, go back in the house, and go back to sleep. You'll actually see this in the middle of the night. Like as it gets closer to their bedtime, they'll also fall asleep outside. So it's not just the mornings. Yo, like if you play this game throughout the AMs, the villagers will start falling asleep outside. In fact, here's a little bit of a trivia for you. Actually, in the mornings, lazy villagers can just fall asleep in front of you. I'm fairly certain, now I could be wrong about this, but I'm fairly certain I have experienced having a conversation with the villager and then they fell asleep in front of me in a house and outside. So like fun fact, sometimes villagers can just like fall asleep in front of you and you just like walk away from them. It's pretty silly. Yeah. So anyways, now normally when you wake a villager up, they go back in their house and they go to bed. However, if you go into their house before they do, you can force them to stay awake. I used to do this so I could finish jobs and stuff. When I would get a job for a villager that was asleep, but I could only play for a certain amount of time, or if it was too late at night. So again, normally if you wake him up, he's gonna go inside, he's gonna go to bed until 10 a.m., his normal wake up time. However, if we go ahead and wake him up here. Wait, he slept through it. Oh my God. He's a stone cold frog. He slept through it. No fear. All right, anyways, here. Whoa! He woke up pissed. I got no news for you. Come back when you're not so annoying. Oh man. Well, we just lost friendship points with him. So look at, now he's trying to path into his house. You see, look at, he's trying to path into his house right now. You see this? Now I'm gonna go in first. He's gonna follow me in. And now he's gonna stay awake. I feel like a big bag of garbage in the morning. Why are you even talking to me? Yo, what's up? Let's play a game. Uh-oh. I have 3 bags. Hidden in these bags are a red check shirt, a vine paper, and a cherry. I don't need a cherry, dude. I already got those. You want to take a chance and buy a bag? No, I don't. You're no fun. You want to take some chances every now and then. Show some spine. Whatever, come back and try again sometime. Yeah. So now he's gonna stay awake, and I could like take advantage, and I could like talk to him, annoy him. I could finish a job if I had a job. I could ask him for a job, right? Now, here's the fun part, and I don't know exactly how this works. I've noticed that sometimes if you do this glitch, they'll stay awake. Look, he's supposed to be asleep. And I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, he will stay awake for the whole next hour. And then like, so let's say it was 8 a.m. and 9 a.m. rolled around, he would go to sleep. But because it's already 9, he's just gonna stay awake until I think 10 o'clock. I think so. Now, there's one way to quickly test my theory here real quick. Let me go in a house and go back out of a house and see if it resets and it makes him go to bed real quick, because that might be a thing. Let me just go in a building and come back out again and see if it resets and puts him asleep or not. I don't remember if that's a thing or not. Let's see real quick. But isn't this a super interesting thing? I used to take advantage of this. Yeah, I used to take advantage of this as a casual player because I wanted to interact with villagers past their bedtime and stuff. Look, boom. Sleeping. Do not disturb. So yeah, it's really interesting how you can kind of manipulate them. And you can like, now he's gonna be asleep till 10, his normal startup time. Real weird stuff, but I've been taking advantage of this since I was a kid, dude. I found out all these little glitches. You know, once you play a game so much, it's like it kind of becomes like It's like a symbiotic relationship. It's like you and the game become one. All right, let's go say good morning to Tasha and let's go drop off this stuff to Blathers, shall we? I used to torture the Sims. Sounds like you need to get that early bird ordinance. Yes, dude, I haven't had the money for it, but I should save up 50,000 and try the ordinances out just for the sake of the stream. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. Screw playing this like I normally play. So to explain, normally I would just focus on paying my debts and stuff. But like, let's have some fun with the deluxe edition. Let's try the ordinances out. There's 5 of them, I believe. And if you guys know what ordinances are from New Leaf and also in New Horizons after 2.0, they're in this game now. And there's Bell Boom, Early Bird, and I think 3 other ones. Here, let's just quickly go and talk to Pelly. She'll tell us. There's 5 of them, and I think they all function similar to the original incarnations of them from New Leaf and New Horizons. That's just an assumption, but you know, I think a safe assumption. Yeah, let's go take a look. I think this is pretty cool. I'm really excited to see what this game is like with ordinances. So, and you can also remove them. So Early Bird, Night Owl, Bell Boom, and Beautiful Town. So there's 4 of them. So Bell Boom makes everything more expensive, but makes it to where you can get more money for everything. Early Bird makes villagers wake up earlier and go to bed earlier. Night Owl makes villagers stay up later, but wake up later. And then Beautiful Town used to make it to where flowers cannot wilt. And that, I know in New Horizons, it makes it to where villagers plant flowers more often and water them more often. I'm not sure what Beautiful Town would do in this game because I don't know if flowers wilt or not. So that was actually a question we had on day 1. Random and I, we were talking about that. We were powwowing about like what Beautiful Town could maybe mean. But yeah. So, also Early Bird and Night Owl affects the shop. That's actually huge for me because I'm an early bird and I would love to have access to Tom Nook's shop earlier than 9 or 10 a.m. I think it's 10 a.m. for his final shop, right? No, it's 9. He goes 9, 7, 10, 9. I think, yeah. Maybe more likely hybrids. Yeah. Maybe. That makes sense, actually. Yeah, I know, right, Diana? It's such a funny name because I try to read it on stream, but like it just sounds like I'm saying, oh shit. So I've been figuring out interesting ways to read this user's name without saying it. I've been saying, oh shit, or oh she. What's up, she? How you doing today? I hope you don't mind. I remember playing this game years ago. I was up at like 2 a.m. and I ran into Wisp. I didn't even know he was a thing and I got so freaked out. I actually remember the first time that I ran into Wisp and I have a similar story. I was just hanging out playing the game at 2 in the morning because I love the music at 2 in the morning. And all of a sudden, this ghost starts talking to me. Hey, come here. And I literally freaked out. I was like, what do you mean? And they're like, come a little closer. Because at first you don't know where they are in the acre. And they're like, just like, come over here. I'm right here. And you're like, oh, like what is going on, dude? I'll never forget the first time I ran into freaking Wisp, man. I thought my game was haunted. Yeah. I was probably like 14 years old, just sitting in my room way later than I should have been. Because I used to wake up in the middle of the night and just play Animal Crossing. Like even on school nights, I would just wake up and play AC. Beautiful Town prevents you from trampling flowers. Oh, wow. That's actually really useful because I accidentally trample flowers in this game all the time. Stops you from fishing up trash. And halves the amount of weeds that spawn. Dude, nice. So Beautiful Town is actually implemented really well in this game. Wisp may have gotten me a 4-second 1,000-yard stare. Wait, what's up, Sinisty? Good. It may have given me a 4-second 1,000-yard stare. The hybrids look so good. So a lot of the flowers you're seeing around town were flowers that were originally in the game, but apparently the code was like messed up. And the flowers weren't the right color. So this is actually a really interesting tidbit of knowledge of Cozy that like us casuals might not understand. But apparently a lot of the flowers you're seeing around here were like actually bugs in the code and they were corrected. So yeah, the pink and blue cosmoses. So they were, here, let me go find them. I think I have some around here somewhere. So they were like miscolored. They were like labeled, but like not the proper color or something like that. I think we were told yesterday. And then the other ones you're seeing are hybrids. Like those purple pansies are hybrids, but we were able to steal them from the island because you can pick them up from the island now. Yeah, here they are. So these are actually natural to the game and they were just bugged out. Yeah, oh yeah, the amount of bugs that just the devs keep in, you have no idea, Bloodraven. Oh, Bloodraven. The amount of bugs that are kept in these games and the developers either just don't know it's there or they just don't have the time to fix them is insane, actually. Yeah, it's actually crazy, yeah. So yeah, so we were able to, so you can actually pick flowers up now. So this is one for Diana, because I know you know this game pretty well. You can actually pick these up. This is one of the features now. And they go into your inventory and you can move them around. You can actually decorate, which is pretty cool. So that's actually, so there's actually hybrids in the game now as well. So there's no watering can yet, but there are plans to implement a watering can. So for now, the only chance you have for hybrids is if it rains. But in a weird way, that actually lines up with this game's charm, in my opinion. As much as I'm excited for the watering can, this game's charm it actually lines up with this game's charm that you have to wait for the rain, actually. It's actually kind of an interesting thing, in my opinion. Yeah, this is a modded version of the game. So this is Animal Crossing Deluxe. And Animal Crossing Deluxe is a fan-made mod that it takes the original game and it just adds content to it and quality of life changes, stuff like that. So this is not an official release. This is a fan-made project. The developer's actually in the chat, just so I can give credit where credit's due. The individual Cuyler is actually the developer of the mod. And they're just a big fan of Animal Crossing and wanted to see this game get a glow up. It's literally just, it's nothing more than just a passion project by a fellow Animal Crossing fan. And it's red. If you're not hip to emulation, I did put out a video to help set it up, by the way. It's unlisted, so you have to ask for it. But I do have an unlisted YouTube video to help you set this up if you are not hip to emulation. And there's also a Discord link right there in the chat that will take you to the Discord with a text explanation of how to set it up. So if you're good with emulation and stuff, you can use the text explanation. If you need a little bit of extra assistance, I put out a little unlisted video to help people out. It's really not too much. You know, it just kind of briefly explains where to get Dolphin Emulator and how to patch the save files. So, like, I can't tell you how to directly get the game. Neither can the Animal Crossing modding Discord. The one rule is that nobody can help you get a copy of the original game, because then Nintendo will send its ninjas at us. So just keep that in mind. If you are interested in playing this, you are going to have to figure out how to get a copy of the game yourself. But if you were to send me a DM, I might be able to talk you through some of the process. And we'll just leave it at that. Boom, 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 boom. Yo, G-Ski, what's up, baby? Boom, 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 boom. I cannot wait for Haunted Chocolatier, man. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Cannot wait for Haunted Chocolatier. Yo, good to see you, Morgso. Good morning. No Alto Girl this morning. Oh, you know what? Alto Girl does her thing on Tuesdays. I'm just used to seeing them in the chat. Ginger King. It was a different time. That's right. Back in the day, they couldn't just patch games, right? So that's a good comment. Just to kind of continue that discussion here while I pause and drink some coffee. Yeah, the reason bugs stayed in these games is because you couldn't patch them. You got to remember, the only way they could patch these games was releasing a whole another version of the game physically. And they used to do that. Like, I have version 1.0 of Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, but there's also a version 1.1 and 1.2. And they make subtle adjustments and fix bugs and change some of the game's music and stuff like that. So they used to have to physically change these games. Otherwise, the bugs just stayed and that was it. And you just got a game that was peculiar, you know? Like, I think I miss that era of gaming. I really do miss that era of gaming because I kind of like the nuance. On one hand, I think some games benefit from being able to be patched and stuff. But I also think that I kind of miss the era where you would just get a game and that was it. And you would buy it and that was the game. And you didn't have to think about anything changing. If you bought a guidebook, you knew it worked. You know, like nowadays, like if you bought a guidebook for Animal Crossing New Horizons when it first came out, you're screwed because the guidebook doesn't cover any of the game anymore. Think about that. So now you just have a book that doesn't even really pertain to like 70% of the game. You have to buy the new guidebook, the updated guidebook. So it's like, it's weird. I don't like that. You know, I really don't like that, right? That's why I don't buy guidebooks anymore because I wait. Because if I'm going to buy a guidebook for a game, I'm going to wait 5 to 10 years and then buy the guidebook. So I know I get a guidebook that is relevant to the full game and not just the pre-patch. You know what I mean? Like, it's weird. We're in a different era for sure. Yeah, right, Sim Dogga. Yeah. Yo, good to see you, Sim. How you been, man? Yo, landing in the office, dude. Yo, good to see you, Ham Labs, man. Good to have you back in here today, homie. Good to have you back in here. Yo, Mary Meredith, good to have you here as well. Squish has the original game already accessed. We just got to get this going. Yeah, Squish, let me know and I can share that unlisted video. Guidebooks are kind of a collector's item now. YouTube's the best guidebook. Yeah, true. You're right about that. Yeah, guidebooks are definitely just novelty nowadays. Yeah. I'm a tired boy. Went back to uni a few months ago. Been smashing it. Dude. Yo, congratulations, Sim Dogga, man. No, I'm so proud, dude. That's so sick. So you managed to go back to uni and you've been working hard. Love to hear it, my dude. Absolutely love to hear it. I imagine you are exhausted, but it's good to see you. Plus, you're at the end of your day, huh? Right? One of our Aussie mates. Yo, enjoy your lurk, Rachel, and thank you for popping in with a B song. I think that was you. Yeah, this is the original Animal Crossing for GameCube. Correct. What time is it? Oh, dear me, 1,000 pardons. So terribly sorry. I'm afraid I'm a bit of a night, ow, yes? Yes, well, by the by, might there be something with which I can assist you? I love this game, man. I thought it was so odd that they made such large changes to ACNH. Yeah, same here. I'm of the belief that Animal Crossing New Horizons was an unfinished game, but some people don't agree with that. A lot of people think that New Horizons was a full released game and they added additional content over years. This is a very nuanced discussion, but I am of the belief that New Horizons was an unfinished product that they finished over 2 years. Whereas there's actually a really strong group of people out there who believe that New Horizons was a finished product that they added additional content to. I don't agree with that. It's honestly a little bit of a point of contention, I think, for some people, because some people disagree with my take. But I think that New Horizons was an unfinished product, and they gave us an unfinished game, and then they just finished it over 2 years because they needed to release it, and they were struggling, and you know, whatever. And it's a very nuanced conversation, right? It's like, it's kind of an opinion. Since we don't know, because Nintendo hasn't given us an official word, this is all just an opinion. No one actually knows the answer, right? As someone who's been involved with data mining, there were plenty of strings relating to content that was added in later patches, even in 1.0. Yeah, see, you see what I mean? So like, there we go. There's already a comment coming in the chat that like because I don't know, because I don't have knowledge, it's like I wouldn't really know, but I'm not surprised to hear that there was strings leading towards content, like as if they had it planned. So then the question after that is, just because they had the content planned, does that mean that, like, did they purposefully hold content back? Or did they not have enough time to implement it? Right? Doesn't that lead another question? I think they needed more development time. Bingo. Like, were they just short on time, or did they purposefully hold it back so they could trickle feed us for 2 years? Because I think if it's the latter, then it was an unfinished game. Or excuse me, the other way around. Like, yeah, like if they needed more development time, I would say that then they released an unfinished game. Like they released a game because they didn't have time to finish it, and so we got like a half-baked game, right? Like it's weird. Again, it's kind of a nuanced discussion. Don't trickle feed me. It was clear from the 2019 Direct that the game was delayed for almost a year because of development time. Right. And that's like the one clue that we have. I think they held it back because people would have lost interest in the game quick. See, that's what a lot of people think. A lot of people are under the impression that this was a purposeful decision by Nintendo to hold content back. Therefore, the game was fully released as a full product and they held it back. So that's one of the opinions out there, right? And remember, just keep in mind that nobody has like the right answer. It's mostly all opinion based here. I think that the only person that could really give us the truth would be Nintendo, but we could all speculate and have fun and just have like a nice discussion about it. You know, it doesn't have to be there's no right or wrong. I just like to make that clear because I don't want anybody to get too invested here. We're just kind of chatting. We're just jawing right now. Yeah, we were talking about New Horizons, yeah. Yes, indeed. That's a ladybug. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, to be honest, the last time I had this discussion, we had a couple people come into the chat pretty emotionally invested. That's the only reason I'm even saying this. I had like 2 people come into the chat who were like really against what I was saying. And they were like telling me I was wrong. They were like, "No, you're wrong." And I was just like, we're just yapping, dude. Like like I was like, whoa, like we're just yapping, dude. Like we're just chilling, man. We're just chatting. Like this isn't real. Like I don't know, man. I just have an opinion about things, you know? Just yapping about some pixels. Yeah, dude. It was a weird day, all right? Ladybugs are one insect I thought might appeal to me. Then I made the grievous error of touching one. This vile fluid appeared from someplace and, it was everywhere. Blech. Utterly appalling. But I digress. You have our deepest, most profound gratitude. There's only rumors or tidbits. My current best understanding is the original concept for New Horizons got canned in 2016, 2017, and they brought Nogami back on to help after they finished working on Splatoon. That's why we didn't get AC on the Wii U. Wow. I don't think I've heard this tale. Oh, I like this. I'm a knowledge fiend. I love tea. All right, Stego tail. I love some tea. So one of the little features, for those that are interested in what's going on with Deluxe and some of the little changes, I kind of like talking about them. So what you'll notice is now in this game, you can't donate something that you've already donated. This was one of the problems with older ACs, is that you would have to remember what you donated, and then you would click and Blathers would say, "You've already donated that." Well, now you'll notice that the dinosaur track is phased out. That's because I've already donated it. So just little quality of life adjustments that really you know, elevate this game to the modern era without taking away the game's charm. And it's pretty cool. I like this feature. So you don't have to think too hard when you catch stuff. And if you didn't notice, when you catch a new bug or a fish, the game actually now acknowledges that you caught a new bug or a fish for the first time, which again is another little feature that wasn't really around until later in the franchise. So if I go catch a fish for the first time here, which we can go do that real quick, you'll see that the game will actually acknowledge that I've caught a new fish here. Oh, and there's a sound effect now. So it says the whole, you know, the joke, and then said, hey, that's a new catch. I should check my encyclopedia. So pretty cool stuff. Some little adjustments that, again, just kind of make the experience a little bit more fluid, right? We got some paper, some more paper airplane fuel in here. Cool. Yeah, pretty cool stuff. Yeah, that's very interesting, you know? Either way, you know, the conversation about whether New Horizons was half-baked or not doesn't really matter, because what we have now is a full game and it's fun. And I've put thousands of hours into it, just like you, Diana. Yeah, 5,000 something. So yeah, it's not a conversation about was the game bad or good or anything. I just really get curious about development and like why things are the way they are. I'm a curious guy, you know, I'm a curious George. Don't call me a monkey. And I just get like real curious about like why things are the way they are. So New Horizons was very curious to me, because I always felt like the release of that game was weird, and like how it all panned out was weird. And to me, it never felt purposeful. I'll tell you, the only update that felt purposeful to me was 2.0. That was one I wouldn't be surprised that was maybe planned. Some of that was planned for like a DLC. You know what I mean? Because 2.0 did come with Happy Home Paradise. That's the one update that did feel like it was potentially, you know, like an update that was planned for post release, because it came with a DLC and a lot of the features were based around the DLC. That's the one update that I like would totally be like, yeah, that one was probably planned for post launch, because it came with the DLC and stuff like that. That's like the one that like makes the most sense to me, right? All right, let's get rid of these. Farming references were in the game back in 1.0, so I think your feeling is probably correct. See, that's funny, because now that you mention it, I remember the data miners talking about farming really early on, and then it went away. It like left the code, and people were like, well, maybe not. And then it came back, and then it was an update. Yeah, I remember, like, there was like a weird timeline. Yeah. Yo, what's up? How you doing today, Alicia? You just got a Nintendo Switch today? Are you going to be picking up Animal Crossing by chance? Yo, hey, welcome to the chat today. Hearty welcomes in here for Alicia. Good to see you. Welcome in, Keisha. Good morning. It's a good thing they released the game that they did when they did, though. I know it has nothing to do with dev time, but the irony of having a game right when the world shut down was appreciated. No, that's still a good point, though. I agree. I think that no matter what, Nintendo had a victory. And I think a lot of us in turn had a victory, because we all created such beautiful memories around that game. Oh yeah, I'm right there with you. I think the memories that were created in New Horizons will stick with all of us for a lifetime. And that's beautiful. So I think how it all worked out in the end was cool. Yeah, I think how it all worked out was cool, man. Like, I think it was super cool, and I'm never gonna forget sharing that game with all of you. We still do, we still share it, so. Without getting technical, they left encrypted strings of future content in early New Horizons versions, and data miners were able to crack them. Once they realized, they removed the encrypted strings. That's so cool. I didn't like the update of all the shops by Harv, but I felt like it was planned because of the way it was all set up. Just a normal Nintendo Switch? Yeah, nice. Nice. Well, if you have any questions about your Switch or about Animal Crossing, you're welcome to come and ask. Appreciate you popping in today. We still haven't gotten our money rock. Let's go find it. Oh, we haven't said good morning to Tasha. She should be awake, right? I think she lives right here. Right here, right here. Good morning, Tasha. We're coming to say hello. Yo, Minty Mont's in the house. Hardy welcomes in the chat. Minty, good to see you. Yo, Sunset Sass, enjoy your lurk. Good to see you, Sunset. Enjoy your lurk. What's up, Whitney Soups as well? Good morning, Whitney. Hope you're doing well today, Minty Mont. You got a gloomy, rainy day. It's pretty sunny out here today, but it's cold. It's like 50 degrees, but it's sunny. It's sunny for sure. The amazing thing about the paper airplanes is that it gives stationery another use. I always hated getting it as a gift. Agreed. Agreed. I do like that stationery has more of a use. Just making sure I didn't miss too much comments real quick. Let me just scroll up real quick. Yo, Dynamom Gaming Coffee Cream. 25-year-old me is academically more responsible, but has none of the energy of 18-year-old me. If that's not a comment we can all relate to, I don't know what is. Thank you again, Rachel Green Tea, for the 39-month prime. And thanks for the follows. And good morning to Zella and Moxie and Sinis T and G-Ski. Pajama Rama. Titus. Hope you've been well, Titus, man. Good to see you, bud. Just got the biggest wallet in Majora's Mask. Nice, dude. Are you enjoying your Majora's playthrough? Well, good morning to you, too. I may be wrong, but isn't this the first time we've met? Nice, nice. My name's Tasha. It's been nice to meet you. Nice, nice. Wow, her pet is actually fly. I actually really like her house. Dude, her house is actually really good. Do, 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 do. Sup, girl? Dude, she's actually a really cool villager, man. I got bored the other day, so I went to the next town over and did a little shopping. I was absolutely splendid. They had so many things for sale. What's the deal with that? Why should they get all the good stuff, huh? It's just not right. Do you think that maybe there are some things you can only get by going to another town? Well, that's just wrong, Hylian. Why don't you get busy and organize a shop tour? Jeez. Well, she was nice. She's nice, but she's demanding. I want to go over to Camofrogs and get my precious Game Boy. I'll bring this right back, I swear. Trust me. Yeah, sure, Camofrog. Haven't seen you since. Okay. Let's go get that Game Boy. We have to wait till 10, but that's fine. We're not in a rush today. For those just tuning in, we're going to watch the Oblivion remaster announcement here at 11 a.m. So if you are a fan of Elder Scrolls or you are a fan of Oblivion, it is getting remastered and they're announcing it today. And they're going to give us more information and probably a release date. That'll be at 11. We'll watch that wherever it needs to be watched. And then we're playing some Animal Crossing this morning, clearly. Doing some Deluxe. And checking out our new village. So we got a new villager today. So for those that are just tuning in, here's our current villager list. So we have Tangy, Camofrog, Tasha the Squirrel, Tabby the Cat, Hazel the Squirrel, and Leopold the Lion, Rex the Lion, and Robin the Bird. So now we have 2 lions and 2 squirrels. Oh my. And I'm starting to come around with Tabby. Castaway's talking me into liking Tabby, actually. Maybe I have a thing for orange cats. Hey, Hylian. You sleep okay last night? Me? Wow. We haven't even talked to her yet. We threw an airplane at her, but we haven't even talked to her for the first time this morning. But we sure as heck pissed her off. Yo, Bento Fox, yo, thank you for 5 months, Bento. Good to see you, dude. There's no music hall here in Hyrule, is there? This town would be so much cooler if there was one, don't you think? You know it. Don't you think? It would be so cool if we had a huge music hall. Listen, Hylian, I don't care what you have to do. I don't care if you have to sell your house to do it, but just build a music hall. All right, let me go get that fossil. Thank you for the call out there. Appreciate that. First time I saw Tabby, she scared me, but I love her. I remember I bought ACW, Oshi says, used for the first time, and I played a saved game that was on the cartridge. Wolfgang was a villager and had the custom catchphrase bastard, and I totally thought that his catchphrase was from Nintendo for the longest time. so that's actually funny that you mention that, because I think the idea of loading up somebody else's save file is really, really cool. And we did that. So we do an Animal Crossing marathon here. We've done 2 so far. And during this marathon, I do 7 days of every Animal Crossing game to showcase the game in all of their glory. So we do 7 days of Animal Crossing GameCube, then Wild World, then City Folk, then New Leaf, then we go back to New Horizons. The first one we started with New Horizons actually, but the second marathon last year we ended with it. And this is one of the cooler things I've done on the channel, and I love showcasing these games. Well, last year I had a little fun with it, and I actually showcased the Japanese Nintendo 64 version as well as the fan-made English reproduction of the Japanese or of the 64 version. And when we loaded up the Japanese one, somebody else's town was there. And I have an episode on YouTube now of me exploring a Japanese town, a Japanese player or an English player's town on this cartridge. And the only part that sucked was that it wasn't really a long playthrough. Like, whoever had played this only played it lightly. It wasn't really fleshed out. So it was like, it was cool, but it would have been really cool if they had like a fully established town. But instead, it was as if they had maybe played a little bit and like there wasn't really a ton going on. But it was still kind of rad to log in to somebody's like playthrough from the past. You know what I mean? Like, it was pretty interesting. They really played it for a long time. My DMN cartridge has a fully complete save. See, that's so cool. Yeah. That is so cool to me, dude. That's so rad. So yeah, we didn't get a chance to explore too much. I ended up just overwriting the save because we were just ready to play our own save. And so that was one of the segments we did this past year. So you'll find that episode on YouTube, I think. If not, I'll get it on YouTube soon. And we will and you can go and you can check it out, us playing the Japanese version. There's actually a lot of differences in the Japanese version, so it's worth checking out if you've never seen it before. The FPS tanks in a house with a bunch of furniture. Really? We didn't get that far. I didn't know that. The 64 had those moments though. Yo, Effin Stefan, good morning. Welcome to the show today, Titch. Good to see you. Oh, hey, it's Gene. Welcome in, Tab Flavor. Yo, Bento Fox, thanks again for 5, man. And enjoy that sub, Tina, by the way. Since you were enjoying my VODs on Twitch, I hooked you up with a sub, Tina. Enjoy. No ads for those VODs, my dude. All right, Robin's pissed. She has a headache, as always. Oh, the horror of it all. Lack of sleep is the arch enemy of beautiful skin, you know. By the by. Yeah. What's up? Oh, ick, P.U., Hylian, you reek. Is there a crawfish in your pocket or something? Oh, disgusting, I knew it. You really do have a crayfish, is a crayfish, right? In your pocket. What a sicko. Maybe the humans who raised you kept such stinky things in their pockets, but civilized folks don't. Now stop your grousing and hand over that crayfish to me this instant. What? Okay, I'm sorry. Honestly, who would keep this thing in their pocket and such a luscious, delicious looking, I mean, stinky. Now we can't have you running around with such horrid clothes. Take this lovely new outfit and change into it immediately. What? I just got shook down, dude. What? How dare you? Don't be stupid. I wouldn't eat a crayfish if you paid me. Stop looking at me like that. Dude, I just got shook down, dude. Oh my God. The Flicker shirt, what is that? Wait, that shirt's kind of rad. Let's rock this shirt. And we'll put that in the background for now. No, I really like the background I had. Let's see what the Flicker shirt looks like as the background. Cool. We're gonna rock that. And we're gonna save the floral knit. We'll take the floral knit home. Number 3 shirt. Yeah, we're gonna take the floral knit home. We still haven't gotten our money rocked, dude. Might as well just give her your lunch money while you're at it. You know what? I should hit her with a paper airplane for talking smack to me. Oh, she's lucky I don't have any ammo. Freaking punk. Aw, tree died. Chance to get a new shirt from Gracie. There's like 12 new shirts. Oh, I forgot about Gracie. She's here today. All right, let's go. Still looking for that money rock. Once we find our money rock, we'll We'll move on here. All right. And then I can't remember if this was the one that we donated or not. We gave away the black one. The lady. So we donated the ladybug. I don't think we donated the spotted, did we? I don't remember. Let's just grab it just in case. Yeah, I saw the pill bug. We have donated a pill bug, I'm pretty sure, but I should be catching it anyways, just to have it. Yeah, that's what I thought. I sold one of them to Tangy, right. Yo, thank you so much, Bento. Wait, I thought I missed something. Yeah, I did. Royal Leo Knight. Welcome in here as well. I thought I missed something. Am I going crazy? Are my alerts working here? I'm just going crazy, chat. Don't mind me. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good. I thought I missed something. Yo, what's up, Silver Knight? Good morning, Enchanted Ascari. Paper airplane to the dome is a good revenge. Paper airplane to the dome. I love that sentence. Thank you for that. Oh, how nice of you to come and talk to me. You're such a sweetheart, Nutmeg. From now on, when you see me walking around, be sure to call out to me. You promise? You must have had some reason for coming to see me, right? What's new? Boom, 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 boom. You know, I might be moving soon. How would you feel? Would you miss me at all? No. What? That's terrible. Are you saying nobody likes me here? How cruel. How could you say that to me? I had no idea you were so mean. I'm sorry. I'm not laughing that she was crying. I'm laughing that... No, I'm laughing because she was crying. Let me just be real. It was pretty funny, though, to be fair. Yo, what's up, Titch? Thank you for the 10-month prime. Appreciate you, dude. Thank you for the primer. Mod check? Twitch primes? Mod check? Dang. We got those primes out here, dude. You're the reason she changed her name to Sally. I guess she's scheduled to move away. Give me a job. Yo, prime check. Let's go, bird.
Prime check. Prime check.
Prime check? Yo, thank you, bird. Good to see you, bud. Give me an oh yeah, whoop, lion cub. Honestly, one of my favorite characters in this game is a lion. His name is Aziz. Aziz is such a cool lion. He's always been one of my favorites. Yeah, that's the spirit, but it's not like I need good weather to do what I love to do. Nothing stops me. We could all learn from this guy. Can't wait for the uncrafting station. Wait, they're making an uncrafting station? I haven't read the patch notes yet. I'm gonna read them on Wednesday. An uncrafting station. All right, no job here. So we have a job for Camo Frog, but we're waiting till 10. So 15 minutes and we'll finish up that job with Camo. All right, nice. Let's go sell some stuff and figure out what we're doing. Yeah, Aziz is super cool. You can put previously crafted materials into it and get the materials back in their original form. I like it when games do that kind of stuff because I think that permanent crafting is... Oops, I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. Permanent crafting is kind of punishing. I think permanent crafting can be really punishing. I think it's nice when games let you kind of take that back if you need to. All right, I need to clear my inventory big time. All right, well, let's go buy everything. We're trying to get the shop upgraded. Imagine you made something and someone took it apart and turned it back into an apple and 3 sticks. What? Somebody takes one of your Lego sets and turns it back into a big hunk of plastic and grit or something. Like in Minecraft when I accidentally make a whole inventory of buttons instead of sticks. Yeah, exactly. What's up, Exhaustion? I didn't even see what I'm buying. I'm just buying it for the raffle ticket and to upgrade his shop, but... Plaza wall? Meh. Yo, how you doing, Bender? Yeah, even if it's not 100% back, I think punishing people in crafting sucks. I felt that way for a while now. Any game that I've played that had some sort of reverse crafting system or building system, I think, is doing what should be done in the modern era of gaming. I'm not afraid to be punished by a game when it comes to like making certain things permanent. Like that's fine. Like I like realism in video games, but I think that at a certain point it is just punishment almost. What's up, Regula? Kai Bells. What's up, Miss Bethany? Good morning. Which is why I'm going to be getting the Cheshire Cat to level 10 as quickly as humanly possible. Wait, is Cheshire Cat going to be a character? I thought it was just Alice. No way. Did they already announce the characters that are coming? Do 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 do. Boop boo. We still have no Wi-Fi? Oof. That's a pretty extended amount of time for no Wi-Fi. That for real, that does suck. Wait, did we just get a matching set here? My house is atrocious, dude. What is going on in here? Cheshire Cat's coming as well, and his level 10 friendship quest gives you the uncraftable machine. Ah, so they really want you to engage with these new characters, huh? I saw there used to be a Zelda Twilight Princess characters in Animal Crossing New Leaf. Yeah. So in New Leaf, there was Wolf Link and Pig Ganon and Epona and even a Splatoon octopus. And even Monster Hunter characters. And they gutted all that stuff for some reason. Unfortunately. They gutted all that stuff for New Horizons. And we didn't get any of those characters back, so... We have a Quazoid and a Nebuloid. Dang it, we didn't get a set. Alright, that's fine. I love the Quaz and Nebuloid, though. Let's put those here. Let's put the Quaz and Neb here. Dude, I love gyroids in this game so much. And then over here, we'll squeeze this into the dresser. And let's put this my Dingloid here because it's nice and soft. And then let's put the Alloid here. Cool. That's crazy to me. Store an item. And we'll use our gyroid here to store some stuff for now. Got some beachy vibes going on in the crib. Yeah, I got some. Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. Definitely some beachy vibes. That's a good way to word it. All right, nice. Let's go with Gracie here. Let's go see if we can do this. Oh, we should save and continue. Good call. I should be doing more of that since I'm emulating. You just never know with emulators, dude. Can't get over how nice the flowers look. Yeah, I'd like the, you know, it's funny because in my current Animal Crossing GameCube original hardware playthrough, I was trying to decorate with flowers. I was going to attempt to actually decorate around town for the first time. I never really did that in Animal Crossing GameCube. Not really. The flowers were pretty much something I would put around villagers' houses per request and around my house. So playing this version, I definitely want to try to do some fun stuff with the flowers. Woke up feeling sick. Sorry to hear that. That's the worst. All right, here we go. Gracie, Tangy. I'm gonna take a quick tinkle, and I'll be right back. I don't feel like holding it in. Okay, we're back. Thank you, chat. Thank you for your patience, chat room. You and Tangy should gang up on her and steal her whip. Skirt! Get out of here. Grand Theft Auto meets Animal Crossing this summer. Gracie just got robbed. You guys talking about pre-orders? So you have to pre-order on their app. Yeah, that's what I read here. Actually, we're going to talk about that today. Let's pull it up really quick. Just so people have all the knowledge that I have. While I'm doing this, I'm going to quickly take a moment to say thank you to those of you that are lurking over on YouTube. If you didn't know, we do have a lurker zone on YouTube now, and there is no chat there. So you would have to come and chat here if you are interested in saying hello. And you'll find the Twitch link in the description below the video. And if you are looking for a place to just enjoy the content without maybe the fuss of the chat, we now have the Lurker Zone. We're streaming on both platforms simultaneously. So thank you if you're over there at the Lurker Zone. We appreciate you. Hope you have a great day today. Please consider hitting that like button if you haven't already. And welcome in here. So I got some information for y'all from Spawn Wave. I'm just going to show you an image really quick about the pre-orders. So if you take a look at this, so GameStop said on X that in-store Nintendo Switch pre-orders will start when the doors open. So you need to get a hold of your GameStops and find out when they open, because some GameStops, like if it's in a mall, doesn't open until the mall opens, whereas other standalone stores could be 9 a.m., 10 a.m. Online pre-orders kick off at 11 a.m. ET that day. So if you're looking to do GameStop online, you have to do 11 a.m. If you want to go in person, you have to figure out what time your store opens. The company said that all stores will be open on June 5th at midnight for a midnight release. So you can pick up your Switch 2 at midnight at GameStop. Next up, we have Target. Switch 2 pre-orders will kick off on April 24th at midnight. So that means that you're gonna have to wake up at midnight in order to pre-order your Switch from Target, which is brutal. And the pre-order time applies to consoles, games, and accessories. Walmart has said that the Switch 2 pre-orders will begin on April 24th at 12 a.m. So again, this is midnight for Walmart. And they said Walmart's website also says that you'll be able to get your console before 9 a.m. on June 5th if you pre-order. So if you go with Walmart, they're actually guaranteeing you that you will get your Switch before 9 a.m. on release day if you pre-order through Walmart. So somehow Walmart has some kind of deal with like FedEx, and they're gonna guarantee you get your Switch by 9 a.m. on release day if you pre-order through them. All right? Yeah, this is all ET. Everything I'm saying is ET here. I'm making a point to only say the Eastern times. Correct. All ET. And then finally, Best Buy has not listed a specific pre-order time, but according to the post on its website, pre-orders for the console, games, and accessories will be available on April 24th via the Best Buy mobile app and bestbuy.com. We've asked Best Buy what time pre-orders open. Best Buy also says that most stores will be open for pre-order pickup on June 5th at midnight. So midnight release at Best Buy for the for the game when it releases for the console. And as far as pre-orders, it looks like they say the Best Buy mobile app and bestbuy.com. So I guess you can use the website or the app on your phone to get your pre-order on the 24th. I'm assuming it's going to be better if you are logged in to these websites and to the app. So maybe go and make an account ahead of time and be logged in and ready to go. That's probably going to be better than not being logged in, maybe. I don't know. And Tweed says that Best Buy agents have confirmed midnight pre-order. Okay, so Tweediculous is following up saying Best Buy is also a midnight pre-order. So again, most of these websites are pre-ordering at midnight. And the only one that is not is GameStop. That's the only one that feels like being different. So there you go. That's the information that I have received. And I wanted to make sure all of you were prepared to try to get your pre-orders in this upcoming Wednesday/Thursday. All right, so what's up, Tenors? How you doing, dude? What's up, Yum Springer? But Walmart says while supplies last. Does that apply to pre-orders or pickups? So here's what I'm going to assume. I'm going to assume that they're going to stop taking pre-orders when they run out of stock. Therefore, if you get a pre-order, you likely have a console prepared for you, right? I think that's a safe assumption, right? If you manage to get a pre-order, then you have a console waiting for you, period. That is the safest assumption I think you can have. I would not at all attempt to pick up a console without a pre-order. I'm going to tell you right now, everything that I've been hearing and reading, and I've even talked to the chat about this, in the modern era, you will not be able to walk into a store on June 5th and buy a console without a pre-order. That is not going to happen. That is not how 2025 works. If you do not get a pre-order, you aren't getting a console. That is how this is going to work, and that is the safest assumption you can make about all of this. Get a pre-order. You are not going to just be able to walk into a store. It might happen. Some stores might reserve a physical stock, But from what I've been reading, stores just don't do that anymore. It's all pre-order based. Yeah. So it sucks. It's just all pre-order based. You have to get a pre-order. But I want to wait outside and play Mario Kart with strangers. Well, you can do that when you go pick up the Switch 2, right? There's a lot of midnight releases for the Switch 2. So you can get your pre-order, go to the midnight release, pick up your copy, and then you can sit there and play with people, have some fun. That's how I got my Switch 1 on launch day. Some guy canceled and my friend who worked kept it for me. Oh, that's such a good friend. That is a good friend right there. All right, real quick before I catch up on chat and do this, 10 a.m. jam session. All right, I'm done. Anyways. Yo, what's up, Flip Toast? Good to see you, dude. Pre-orders for Switch 2 are way more straightforward in Australia. EB Games and other stores drop their pre-orders immediately hours later. I feel sorry for you guys. Yeah, it's a little bit sucky out here, I think. Yeah, Monster Patch is killing it. 350,000. How you doing today, Panka? Welcome in. Good to see you, Panka. And Stardew Link says, good morning, fam and Mr. Streamer. It's a raining day today. I was hoping for some sun, but hey, makes a good excuse to snuggle in with some good shows, peeps. Have a lovely day. Yo, we'll see you, Stardew Link. All right, so I've been hesitating to do this because this sucks and I have to mash. And mashing ain't what it used to be. Not for me. All right, here we go. We gotta mash. Okay, here we go. Yes, hello, I'm Gracie, the super famous fashion designer extraordinaire. How can I help you, darling? Oh, darling, look at you. You are looking so fine. You're awash in hotness. Tee-hee-hee. But, oh, those clothes. You've got to get out of that horrifying outfit, darling. It will not do. No, no, no. Don't you understand? The way you look is simply everything in this world. Everything, darling. You've got to look hot because you only get one chance to make an impression. You understand, darling? Be sassy, strut your stuff, work it, do your thing. Tens across the board, tens across the board. You take my point, darling? You stop right there. Don't you see this hot-looking set of wheels right here? This, of course, is mine. It's a vintage car I ordered from across the sea. See the sultry silhouette? Isn't it just perfect for a fashion-it giraffe like yours truly? Oh, yes. Oh, but it got so dirty from driving on dirt roads on my way to this hick town. So, can I ask a favor? If you wash my car for me, you sweet little darling, I'll give you some simply fabulous clothing. All right, here we go. Right said Fred moment. All right, here we go. If you love it so much, why don't you marry it? Yo, what's up, Alto Girl? Good to see you, dude. Welcome to the show today. All right, here we go. Stop complaining and get on with the car washing. I don't know, man. I'm tired today. I don't know if I got this in the bag. Oh, it's spotless. Nice job, darling. I'll give you a piece of fine clothing as promised. Did I get it? I don't know. I designed it, of course. Oh, I got fashion. I got a piece of Gracie clothing. Ooh, a tuxedo. Dude, dope. Whoa, dude. Nice, dude. Dude, nice. I've never seen this clothing before. I've never seen this. Dude, I am killing it. I am killing it, dude. I've never seen this clothing before. I honestly have never seen a ton of the Gracie clothing because it's such a hard minigame. That's just the truth. Like in general, I've only ever seen like 2 or 3 outfits from her ever because it's just such a hard minigame, right? It's in N64, but it's new to Deluxe. Ooh, this is an exclusive N64 outfit. Nice. Dude, I'm so happy right now. I'm actually way too happy about this stupid in-game clothing. I'm so happy. Let's go. I'm gonna save again. That's how happy I am. Nice, dude. Dude, that's how happy I am. I want to save the game again. Stat. All right, save and continue. Boom, 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 boom. Hylian Fashionista. What's up, Silent Chef? Good to see you, my dude. I once wore a Gracie outfit that I got from her previously to see what Gracie would say, and she just up and disappeared, and a new NPC was to arrive in a day or two after said event. What an interesting bug. I think we've talked about that on the channel before. All right, let's go see if Camo Frog's awake, and then let's go to Blathers. Dude, no way. We got ourselves a new fit. We are looking spicy, dude. I feel like a big bag of garbage in the morning, dude. We know, you told us earlier. Oh, what? Oh, crud. I wasn't expecting this. See, the thing is, I gave it to Tangy. Listen, I don't have it. There, I said it. Happy now? Tangy has the stupid Game Boy. I know I shouldn't have let it out of my hands, but it doesn't do you any good to tell you that now. Go see Tangy about it. Stop hassling me and stay off my lawn. They just had to throw in the classic line, dude. That's so funny, dude. Stay off of my lawn. Yeah, he's an elder. Yeah. They had to throw it in. They had to throw in the classic, dude. That is actually killing me. How are you today, Alto Girl? I was looking for you this morning, and then I remembered you do your thing on Tuesday. I literally said out loud, I was like, wait, where's Alto this morning? She's always here. And I was like, oh, wait a second. I love Camo Frog. I had him in New Leaf, I think. What a legend. Oh, we don't have a bridge down here. I gotta remember that I don't have a bridge down here. I think I want my next bridge down there. I think so. Like, having a bridge here would be convenient, but I think it's way more inconvenient that there's not a bridge down here. So whenever we unlock the 3rd bridge, I think we're gonna go for F4. Because I can deal with it not being up here, I think. Retro Raji? Yo, no way. Raji, dude, what's up, dude? What's up? Welcome in. Ooh, oh, I scared it. Wait, where was I going? Wasn't I going to Blathers? Oh, and then I wanted to go pick up that item from Tangy. Okay, let's go to Blathers first. What's up? What's up, Retro Raji? How we doing, dude? Yo, good to see y'all. The Retro fam is in. We got some Retro Crossing going today. As you can see, we're playing the original Animal Crossing GameCube for the Nintendo GameCube, also known as Animal Crossing Population Growing. And we are actually playing a fan-made mod for it called the Deluxe Edition. And you can get more information about that if you type !Deluxe in the chat. How you doing, Raji, man? How you doing? Dude, how was the show today? What a beautiful raid. Sweet tweets, sweet treats. Welcome in, Overtired. Good to see you today, Vivid JB. And what's up, Mavio? Welcome in here, Zekros and Slonko Bomb and David Pisen. What's up? What's up? How was Retro? What were y'all playing today? If you don't mind sharing. If you're joining in on the raid, I'd love to hear what y'all got into today. Tell me a little bit about the show, maybe what your favorite part of the show was with Retro Raji today, as well as give me some tea. You know, I want some dirt on Raji. I want to, come on, hook it up. You can't come in here and not give me some tea. You got to tell me something. Yo, good morning, dude. Yeah, what were y'all getting into today, man? What were y'all getting into today? Good to see you in the house, man. Holy heck. Holy heck, dude. I actually catch your YouTube pretty often. You should know. I think that this kind of feedback is cool. So I want you to know that your YouTube pops up for me personally because I'm subscribed all the time. And I sneak in there and I peek at your YouTube pretty often. So you should just know that. You should know that as far as your subscribers go, you're popping up in the subscriber feed and you know, it's doing its thing. I was watching you play Lunar. I think, right? Was Lunar where you're going? And you were gushing a little bit about Lunar. I think it was Lunar, right? You were gushing a little bit about Lunar and talking about how you're really looking forward to playing both games, I think. Something like that. I think that's what I saw you doing. I'm hoping I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think you were talking about Lunar when I popped in. I might be mistaken. Maybe it was an older video or something. Spill the Raji tea? Yeah, exactly. Dude, I love the vibe please emote. That's such a dope emote. It's one of my favorites. Yo, good to see you today. Welcome in. What's up, Butterfly Sugar Baby? Yo, I hope y'all are well. Thank you for the immaculate raid coming in. Yo, holy heck. Welcome to my show. We're just yapping today. We were just talking about Switch 2 pre-order stuff, and then, as I said, we're playing this Animal Crossing for Nintendo GameCube. Personal favorite here in the franchise. And we're just about to wake up this owl. I can hear now. I was fighting PC. Hey, what's up? Oh, yeah, you've been doing UFO 50, right? I was watching you do some UFO 50 as well. Did I by chance see you talking about Lunar? Or am I thinking of somebody else? Were you talking about Lunar recently? I might be thinking of another gentleman on YouTube. Your stuff pops up on YouTube for me all the time. That's what I was saying before when you got here. I know you just said you couldn't hear. I just wanted you to know, as far as feedback goes, your YouTube pops up in my algorithm all the time because I'm one of your subscribers, and I think that's cool. I think that's cool feedback. You pop up all the time. I do my best to click and hit the like. And I have seen you playing UFO 50 recently. So yeah, I was in there watching a VOD of yours, I think. I try to pop in when I can, man. I try to support. I know we're out here trying to get it, trying to put ourselves out there on multiple platforms. So good to have you back. You know, the Lunar thing was somebody else. Now that I think about it, I'm mistaking Lunar. Lunar was somebody else. There's somebody else on YouTube I watched that was talking about Lunar. I think it's I think it was somebody else. I think they just started a playthrough. Yeah. I think I'm just mistaking you with somebody else. But I remember seeing UFO 50 for sure. Do you like UFO 50? If you have a chance to chat, of course. If you gotta go, do your thing. UFO 50 looks cool, right? It's got like 50 games, and a handful of them are really hard, and then like maybe like 2/3 of them are like more casual from what I've heard. I've heard like about 1/3 of them are like really difficult. So I've kind of hesitated playing it, but I like a challenge. It's like 50 NES games, really cool. Some of them I love, some are okay. Yeah, right. I've heard it's a mixed bag, but most of them are on the good side. Yo, thank you, Tales from the Fandom, for the gifted over to Retro Raji, dude. Thank you for that, man. And thanks for the follows coming in, Raiders. Yeah, thanks for popping in. Appreciate you overtired for commenting, and appreciate you Slonko Bomb. Yeah. Hope you all have a good day today. Yeah, welcome to my broadcast. We do Animal Crossing pretty regularly here, but we are a big fan of retro content as well. So you'll definitely get some retro content here on the channel if that's what you're looking for anyways. I know one of my most recent retro playthroughs was Pokemon Black and White and Thousand Year Door, but then they released the remake and we played that as well. Paper Mario OG. Trying to think, what else have we been doing besides for retro Animal Crossing? Of course, we do Animal Crossing Wild World recently, as well as GameCube. Yeah, and then we have a segment called Retro Roulette, where we do a bunch of different retro games in one day. And we just did that for my 6-year anniversary. That was fun. I ended up playing a bunch of games I had never played before. I'm trying to think of the one that was like that really stood out, that was super badass. What was that game called? Something Bomb or something like that. It was on the Nintendo Switch Online collection of Nintendo games, and it was really cool. It starts off with like this car sequence, and then all of a sudden it turns into a side scroller akin to like Strider or like Shinobi. It was really interesting. I'll have to look it up again. That's the thing that's great about YouTube subscriptions. If you subscribe to someone, and sometimes if YouTube feels like it, you see their videos, like when you subscribe to a magazine. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Sounds like the name of a pretty fun indie game. Yeah, just super badass. What's up, Code Hemi? Good to see you today, dude. Yeah. Thank you again for the raid, Retro Man. I really appreciate you, homie. Hope you have a great day today. Enjoy your lurk if you're here to lurk. We're just yapping here. Look at me just leaving Blathers on the hook like this. Yes, well, by the by, might there be something with which I can assist you? Yeah, I think we got something to donate here. Yeah. I'm gonna be driving soon, but I'm gonna hang. Yeah, do your thing, homie. Just stop by to say this. I got class in 15 minutes. I hope you and the chat are having a great day. I made some progress with my flower infestation. Nice, Mega. Glad to have you here today. Hope you have a great day. Good luck with class, of course. Thanks for taking the time to pop in. Ladybugs are one insect I thought might appeal to me. Then I made the grievous error of touching one. This vile fluid appeared from someplace and utterly appalling. Dude, I love big head Blathers so much. Listen, Blathers got a glow up in Animal Crossing New Horizons, and that glow up was warranted. But big head dumb baby Blathers will always be my favorite version of Blathers. I will always love big head dumb baby Blathers. Appreciate you, Mega. Welcome in. Bum, 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 bum. Excited for the DDV update? Dude, I suck. Yes. Yeah, I am. I'm excited for Alice in Wonderland. And apparently the Cheshire Cat is also a playable character. I haven't read the patch notes yet. Apparently Cheshire Cat is a playable character as well. We'll read the patch notes in the morning when we prepare for the update. It'd be cool. I'm excited I managed to snag a sponsorship. The marketing agent at Gameloft really likes my show. And I really appreciate that they are willing to give me this opportunity, so. I caught a loach. You don't suppose it's Hylian, do you? Oh, mentioned! I'm mentioned in the game! What? Nintendo didn't pay me for that. I love that reference. That's actually like a reference to Ocarina of Time, because there's a Hylian loach in Ocarina of Time in the fishing hole. So for those that don't know, that's actually a reference to Ocarina of Time and the fishing hole and the fish in that game. And they were just straight up calling out the like there is a fish in Ocarina of Time called a Hylian loach, I'm pretty sure. Like by name, so. You want him to? He's a lunker? Yeah. Sinistee knows. Apparently, from what I've been told, he's hiding around the island. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, we'll read the patch notes tomorrow and we'll see what's going on. Man, I love this little lake we got here. Look at this weird mini lake we got here. Dude, I love this little, I never appreciated it until now. I've had this layout once before. Yeah, I've had this layout once before and I remember loving it. This is so neat. This is so neat. We got our own little mini beach. What a neat layout. It's the coolest river mouth. Easy peasy fishing. You can't get that fish though. I can get him, watch. I gotta go around. Yo, what's up, Majinx? Been replaying new Pokemon Snap again. Isn't that game beautiful? Oh, I love new Pokemon Snap so much. I'm actually kind of obsessed with that game. Do you want to know my only wish list item for new Pokemon Snap? And I promise you this would have made the game have unlimited replayability if they added shiny Pokemon to the game. If they added the ability to have like a 4,000 to 8,000 odds chance that when you're playing the game, one of the Pokemon show up shiny. I think that would have just made everything, like it would have gave it infinite replayability. I really wish they would have added shinies to that game. I don't understand why they don't. They're really weird about adding shiny to some games. Like another example is like Mystery Dungeon. Could you imagine if they added shinies to Mystery Dungeon? Like, wouldn't that be so sick? I don't know, maybe they did later, but I've only played the originals. Like, imagine playing Mystery Dungeon and you can run into a shiny Pokemon. Like, that would be so sick. Dude, I love the bite noise. I guess this guy's just a little trout of luck. Oh, he's okay. Shiny Pokemon were Mystery. It might be. If they might be, they might be. I might be mistaken, you know, but I don't remember ever seeing one in my personal, you know, anecdotal experience, but they could be. I have never looked into it. Another freshwater Goby. The remake of Red and Blue Mystery Dungeon has shinies, but it's limited. Interesting, but it's limited. Bum, 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 bum. Honestly, this camera angle really helps with fishing. Like, this camera angle is really nice for fishing, to just be able to see where the fish are. Hylian, nice to see you again. Let's get right to the point. Let me help. There's something you need to understand, Hylian, because we obviously have a communication problem. See, didn't you promise to get my Game Boy back? I forgot. I'm sorry. I forgot, dude. I didn't realize it was you. Oh my God. She's so mean. Clearly, there's a communication problem.
Happy Tuesday, fam. H-Day, howdy, H-Day wave.
Yo, Flo Done coming in with the 32, homie. What's up, baby? How you doing, Flo Done? Yeah, same here, Sinistee. I only have the first, and it's I have the remake of it. All right, let's donate all this stuff. Even run-of-the-mill common fish are valuable resources, you see, all part of the grand tapestry. Sounds like my boss. Yeah, clearly there's a communication problem. All right. I woke up and I thought I missed garbage day because there was all these trucks outside my house. But I did not miss garbage day, which is really important to me right now because I have all this cardboard and stuff to take out of my house. So, and my neighbors went on vacation. So I get to take advantage of their recycling bin. I'm super happy. They only filled it up like a quarter. So I get 2 full garbage cans of cardboard taken out of my house this week. And I'll just run their cans up front, you know, because they're on vacation, I think. They left town. They actually told me they were going on vacation because they had texted me and requested use of my washer. Apparently their washer is on the fritz. This is one of those fish that seem to mysteriously disappear from time to time. Drives fisherman Batty. What? Have no fear, dear friend. You're leaving this beauty in very good wings. Ooh, owl humor. Ooh. You have a deepest, most profound gratitude. I'm going to start saying that when I get subs. You have my deepest and most profound gratitude. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to start saying that when I get subs now. I'm going to try to remember. You have my deepest and most profound gratitude. I've been chilling, trying not to let this work stress get to me. Happy to be here as always. Sorry to hear you're dealing with any work stress, but I guess sometimes stress will keep us a little young, keep us on our toes. You know, opposed to taking years off of our life. Make sure you do the woohoo afterwards. Yeah. All right, and last but not least, the brook trout. So we finally got a fishing rod, and we have a lot of fishing to do here. This is one of those fish that seem to mysteriously disappear from time to time. Nice. Super happy that Gracie was here today and that we actually succeeded with the Gracie washing. I'm so happy about that. All right, did we check the trash? Did we check the lost and found today? I don't know. Yeah, we did. Sorry, you don't get a workout today, Booker. Okay, I'll give you a quick little workout. I'll give you a quick little workout. Come on, you got this, buddy. Come on. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Ah! Sometimes they turn around. I forgot about that. I hated him running after me. Yeah. Michael Jackson, Mickey Mouse in the back. The scream, he scared me, dude. Legitimately. You know that Copper falls asleep at nighttime? If it's real late at night and you hang out and like kind of hide, Copper will just straight pass out. And he'll fall asleep standing up and then like catch himself. It's dope. Yeah. Oh man, look, I can see the edge of the map with this camera angle. Maybe you've always been able to see that. I don't know. Sick. I don't know, man. Dope. The void, yeah. That's where villagers go when they move. Wait, we still have to find Tangy, dude. We haven't been able to find Tangy. I love that the camera zooms in when you throw the fishing rod out. That's actually so nice. Tangy be hiding out here with that Game Boy. I mean, to be fair, I would be too if somebody tried to take the Game Boy I was borrowing away from me. Also, we caught a crayfish and it got stolen from us. We should probably try to catch another one here so we can donate it. Boom, 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 boom. Super cool, Raji coming in with the raid today, man. Super rad. Thank you for hitting that like button, YouTube. It was super cool. I've been loving our Retro Crossing mornings. I love this game so much. I still will be playing Wild World. I know some of y'all were enjoying that playthrough. Don't worry. And I still will be playing my GameCube version. Here! I will still be playing my GameCube version of this because I want to try to finish the museum this year. So those things are still going to be happening. All right, let's go find Tangy. Last I checked, she was hanging out by Gracie. She might still be there. Love Wild World. Yeah, Wild World. Oh, whoa, that was fast. Oblivion in a half hour. That's right, 11 a.m. We'll get ready in about 20 minutes. We'll sit down and we'll pull up the stream and we'll get prepared to see what they have to show us. I'm assuming today they're literally just gonna show us what the game looks like, maybe play it for a couple minutes, and then they're gonna give us a release date. Some people are speculating the release date will be today, but I have a sneaking suspicion it'll be Friday this week. Same Flip Toast. Dude, and honestly, there is a lot of experts that are saying today could be the day. They could just straight shadow drop it. I'm also hoping, because if they do, I might just start up a save file on stream. Depending on like how graphically intense it is for my graphics card, which I imagine it can't be too bad. It's a remake of an old game. Because like my graphics card is good, but it's starting to fall off a little bit. So we're talking about Oblivion remake. So they're remastering Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. That's about a 20-year-old game. And they're announcing it today. And we're probably going to see it fully released by the end of the week. So worst case scenario, we get it Friday. And it's going to be Game Pass day one for those who have Game Pass. And probably, we assume it'll be available on Steam. It'll probably be available on PC, Steam, and PC Game Pass and Xbox Game Pass. Those are probably the 3 guaranteed locations that we'll see it. Most likely. You got one unusual name, Cool Cat. I mean, it's just plain unusual. Yes, we got a rare villager today, by the way. We got a villager that was not in the original version of this game today, which is pretty cool. Her name is Tasha the Squirrel. Now, she is in New Horizons. And she was also in New Leaf. Hi, Leon, you heard about Gracie, right? You know how her clothes are really hot right now. Guess what I heard? Gracie won't sell her clothes for any amount of money. That's how cool she is. Hey, you look like the trendy type. Maybe you should try wearing Gracie's clothes. He doesn't even... He's so unsophisticated, he doesn't even see the beauty in front of his eyes right now. Talk about a naive bumpkin. Wait, what are you doing out here today? Wait a second. Is today Nature Day?
Today's Nature Day, one of the finest days of the year, Hylian. This is the day we all have to think about how we treat the environment around us. It's important, Sprout. So, I want you to have this, Sprout. You can do whatever you like with it. Just remember to take care of the land and the mayor, too. It wouldn't hurt you to go around and pull some weeds and plant some trees either.
I love this version of Tortimer.
Forests are mirrors that reflect the deepest corners of your soul, Sprout. Sounds weird, but it's true. So, if your soul is in turmoil, the forest will reflect this and fall into turmoil itself. Yepper, I'm serious. The trees in Hyrule belong to everyone here. Don't you ever forget that. And don't forget about me.
He's so vain, dude.
Today's Nature Day, but who named it that? Somehow it sounds just a little bit off.
Yo, is Tangy still hanging out with Gracie? Let's go. Trying Trying to get herself a set of fashion. Yep. Look at her. Tortimer, the original member of Tears for Fears, confirmed. Oh, no, you didn't come for the Game Boy, did you? I knew it. I totally forgot. I was just borrowing it, and I think it was mine. And thinking it was mine, I lent it to Robin. This is a huge bummer. I hope you aren't too mad, but you'll have to get it from Robin. Dude, you're killing me, Tangy. All right, let's go. Nintendo should take note and add old villagers like Iggy and Quetzal and Emerald to the new game. Dude, don't even get me started on Iggy, man. Yeah, Iggy and Woolio. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope you won't be mad, but I lent the Game Boy to Hazel. Oops. Oh, stop it! Oh, we still have the slow fade on. Whoa. This Game Boy Color is gonna have so much Cheeto dust on it. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, Hylian. Okay, here's Tasha's Game Boy. I didn't mean to keep it for so long. Please take it back to Tasha before I get in trouble. If you really think about it, how messed up is it that the newest villager to town who just moved in like a day ago is getting her stuff passed around the whole town? Like these monsters have never seen a Game Boy before. Oh, you hear Tasha moved in? Yo, she's got a Game Boy. Oh, let me see it. Oh, let me play the Game Boy. Oh, yeah, let me see it. Like, how messed up is that her stuff is getting passed around? She just moved in. Like, give her a break. She's probably not even out of boxes yet. It's her introduction to the town. They just take her stuff and pass it around. The first time I played this, I had to get back a used handkerchief and it got passed around the whole town. Gross, dude. I always thought it was weird that they were sharing handkerchiefs. All right, let's go to Tasha. I would move out so fast. Boom, 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 boom. I like her outfit. Delivery. Oh, my Game Boy. You actually got it back for me, Hylian. Thank you so much. You really helped me out this time. Wow, 1,000 bells is actually a ton for like a job. Usually it's just a couple hundred. Nice. Not a bad pickup at all. I'll take a G. Ooh. All right, let's go sell some stuff, speaking of money, and then let's go pay off some of our debt. Oh, well, actually, we were going to save our money for the ordinance, so that's what we'll do. Let's farm up, let's fish and farm up stuff today, and let's go ahead and change our ordinance. Let's try Bell Boom, maybe? We could do Early Bird, because I do plan to play this game in the morning, mostly, here on stream. We could do Early Bird, Bell Boom. I kind of want to do Beautiful, because I tend to destroy flowers by running around like pretty often. Oh, we don't want to sell my tree model. So I'm thinking about doing Beautiful, to be honest, because I destroy flowers a lot, actually. That is actually something I wouldn't say I'm known for, but I've done it a lot. All right, let's grab these bags of flowers here. Yeah, Early Bird would make the most sense, I think. It's like a fraternity initiation. Yeah, like a hazing, right? Destroy flowers, shake money trees. No, don't do that to me, all right? I'm above that, okay? I've moved on from my money tree shaking ways, okay? That's not fair. All right, cool. I'm not gonna lie. You know what all this is making me do? I think I'm gonna mod my GameCube or Wii, and I'm gonna extract my save file off of my original memory card, and I'm gonna start playing it in Deluxe, I think. I'm gonna do it because I've always wanted to back up my save anyways. So I think this year we're gonna mod the GameCube or get a modded Wii. We're gonna get our save file off of our memory card, and we're gonna digitally convert it. This all can be done. And we're gonna be able to load that save file up on Dolphin, and we're gonna do it with the Deluxe edition. I think all of that is very possible, and I could start playing my official Animal Crossing save file as the Deluxe edition, which would be super cool. You've been playing this with the HD texture pack? I have the HD texture pack on my computer. I wasn't sure about loading it up with Deluxe just in case. I don't know why, I was nervous. So I'll go ahead and I'll show off the HD texture pack maybe later this week. Would you all like to see that? We've showed it off in the past. It's gorgeous. The last I checked, it wasn't completed, but it was gorgeous. So there were some villagers that still had original textures and some items, but who cares, right? Like, most of it's done and most of it is really good looking. Only new textures are still low res. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll get the HD texture pack going here this week, and we'll show it off for y'all. I'll figure it out. It's been a while, but I know it's not too hard to set up. So, oh my God, you're bald! Exclamation point bald in the chat. Well, I just shaved my head, and when I shave my head, not only do I like taking my hat off because I look good bald, but also because I like to give my head a chance to breathe because I just shaved yesterday. So my head is still like a little irritated and it likes to breathe. So I don't want to wear a hat all day. But truthfully, I don't like showing off my bald head when I'm not shaved. I'm going to be real. I'm super self-conscious about the horseshoe. I really don't like being bald with a horseshoe with like a lot of hair. So the counter of that is when I do shave, I really like taking my hat off and flexing because I look good bald and I like it. You know, this is what I don't wear hats as much as you would think outside of stream. This is usually what I try to keep, and I just rock this outside of stream. But yeah, so I just, you know, you guys just don't see me without a hat often because I don't like to keep up with my bald head too often. It's a lot of work, dude. If I wanted to keep it looking this smooth, I would have to shave it like every 4 to 5 days. And I just don't keep up with it. So most of the time I just throw my hat on because I don't feel like keeping up with it. It's just, I'm lazy. That clip was such a troll. Isn't that a fun clip? And then there's the true bald head reveal if you're ever looking for that clip. No, it's only itchy when I first shave. Yeah, it's only itchy when I first shave. I bet it's a lot of work. You want to know the funny part? It's not a lot of work when I keep up with it. This is the oxymoronic part of it. If I were to just keep up with it, it would be a simple 10-minute little thing because I have a razor 4 bald heads. Like I have a thing like for shaving a bald head. It's like a special like electric razor. But when I don't keep up with it, then it turns into a whole project and I have to like sit there and shave it and there's hair all over the place and it's like a huge headache. Like last night, I spent like an hour and a half, 2 hours sitting there shaving everything because I let it go so long. Whereas like if I keep up with it, it's actually just like a 15-minute project. Like, so it's kind of funny actually. I go over mine weekly every 5 days just to stay on top of it. Yeah. I would 100% shave all my hair off if I wouldn't look weird. Not everybody could rock the bald, but I've seen plenty of women that rock bald beautifully. So give it a try sometime, but there's never a guarantee it grows back. So be careful. I learned that the hard way. Do you lotion your head? No, I usually just use an aftershave, like cream. But I did lotion it last night because I'm out of aftershave. And so I hit it with a little lotion. Yeah, my head does get irritated after shaving. Yeah, it's not too bad. Usually it's just the neckline. Like anything below, like anything that's considered the neck gets super itchy for me personally. Reminds me of the bald king from the SpongeBob movie. Yeah, that's fair. Last time I was updated was in January. Wow. Are they still updating the HD texture pack that frequently? That's beautiful. I fucking love the Animal Crossing community. Excuse my language there, but I love it so much. Are you kidding me, dude? The HD texture pack is still being updated regularly, dude. That makes me so happy. I really thought that project got abandoned. I was pretty sure that project was abandoned the last I checked. I didn't think people were still updating it. I did half shaved head in high school. It was a look for sure. What's up, Goth GF? Good to see you back in here, by the way. Good morning, Brittany and Jupi-san and Tara from Gaia. Thanks for checking in today. Good morning, Mini Phil as well. All right, what were we doing? We got the... We did the delivery, and we have this tree model to put in our house. That's what I need. I love these models. There's one thing I've never done in an Animal Crossing save file that I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to create a model house in my basement with nothing but models. And I've never committed to it. And I think I'm going to try one day. Even if I have to use Nook codes to just give me a bunch of models so I don't have to wait for them. Because some of them are kind of rare. Look how pretty this tree is. Isn't this so sick? I love this so much. Isn't that so sick? All right, yeah, we're gonna make cash. We're gonna focus on making cash here. So let's go ahead and take our money out of our pockets though, because we can get robbed. Yeah, let's just fish and make some bucks. Fishing in the ocean usually is the play because of red snappers. And I think you get like 2K a pop from red snappers, so that's usually what I do. But we'll just fish around the whole river. We'll just relax. We have about 10 minutes before we switch over to Oblivion Remake for a minute. We're just gonna go around and catch bugs and fish everywhere. You don't want to go for a legit post model, dude. What is that? How many does that take? What is that? 10 million, Cuyler? Dude, I've never gotten past 2 million in the deposit. I've never gotten past 2 million in the bank account ever. In my 20 years, I don't think I've ever gotten past about 2 million. Making money in this game is no joke, dude. It's max bells. Oh my God. Oh my God. Why was this game so insane, dude? Hey, we got a crayfish. Dude, I kind of wish I still had my original save file, but that would be the only way I would be anywhere close to that, you know? Ooh, talk to them. Listen, when they're whistling, talk to them. That's your chance to get some loot. If they're ever whistling and dancing happily, that's when you get a chance to get some loot. What's up? Perfect timing. I've got some worn out rags we're gonna ditch, but maybe they'd look good on you. You can even have them for free. That's what I'm saying. See? Yeah, anytime they're whistling and dancing, you want to make sure you talk to them because you can usually get some free loot from them. Fortune shirt. Ooh, nice. I actually like the fortune shirt. It's the one with the what is this? Some sort of, what is that? Japanese probably, right? A kanji symbol or something like that. No, that's a separate shirt. It's called a kanji tee. Yeah, it's separate. I like the fortune shirt though. I always have. Yo, have a good day today, Alto Girl. If you don't mind me asking, in Stardew Year 1 Winter, can you only find seeds in the wild? The store doesn't sell any, correct. So the only way to find seeds in Year 1 Winter, so in general, in winter in general, the only seeds that you can plant are the winter forageable seeds and powder melons. And you can find powder melons like the last week of fall and all of winter. So your goal is like the last week of fall, you want to start looking for powder melons so you have some stuff to plant. And then all throughout winter, you can find them in those worm spots. And then you can also plant winter seeds, which is like forageables. And you can actually even craft the winter seeds using more forageables, if you know what I'm talking about, Exhaustion, right? So you can get like 4 of each winter forageable and you can craft a pack of seeds. That is the only stuff you can plant in winter. Now, I have had some save files where I planted a ton of winter seeds and I actually made some decent money, but it's really not that lucrative, like at all. It's really not. Like you pretty much don't worry about planting stuff in winter too much. Plant what you got and just focus on fishing and making money in other ways. Are there different ladybugs in this game? Yeah, there's, I'll show you real quick here, actually. Thank you for the reminder, Random. So there is the spotted ladybug, which is actually kind of looks like a more traditional ladybug. And then there's the ladybug, which is black with red spots. And these are all vanilla, I'm fairly certain. I don't think there was any bugs or fish added to the mod. So just to be clear, I think that's all vanilla content. You know, I think we need to clarify sometimes because, you know, a bunch of stuff has been added. Yo, what's up, Legendary? Frick. What's up, Legendary? Good to see you. Yo, Baser, welcome in. Just remembered that one of my weekly calls is during the Bethesda stream. Do we know if the Bethesda stream is going to be more than just Oblivion? I don't think so, right? It's probably going to be a short little thing. I think it's going to just be about Oblivion. We'll find out, I guess. I know sometimes they do like directs where they sit there and talk about all their products. That's why I'm asking. We still haven't found a spider. I haven't been shaking trees for spiders enough. We found them on day 1 and 2, but we didn't have a net yet. If you unlock the second raccoon, you can also trade pine cones for powder melons with the raccoon. Yeah. You're talking about Bobo the raccoon. Yeah. Yeah, no problem, Exhaust. And you can always ask questions about games here, no matter if I'm playing the game or not. Is it hard to fish in this game? So in traditional, it is. So let me explain why it's hard to fish in this game. So first off, in the normal vanilla game, there is no sound effect when the fish bites. So all of you that fish based off of sound, how many of you here fish in Animal Crossing based off of sound? Yeah, in the original, no sound. Trash. And now there was a vibration. There is a controller vibration, but the controller vibration is so subtle that it barely helps. It's like this little teeny, like it's like a little teeny shake. It's nothing. So fishing in this game is actually way harder than normal Animal Crossing because of those two things. However, the Deluxe edition, and you're going to be hearing me say this a lot, adds a sound effect. Take a listen. And that sound effect really makes a difference, especially if you're somebody who is new to Animal Crossing. If you didn't grow up playing this game, you're going to benefit from the sound effect edition in Deluxe, right? Whereas like if you grew up with the game, like maybe you don't need it as much. I clearly fail regardless. So it's not like it matters much for me. Regardless, fishing in this game is kind of hard. I would argue that the only thing harder than fishing in this game is sharks and really big fish in New Leaf and New Horizons. Is that fair? The really big fish in New Leaf and New Horizons are really difficult, and they require pretty quick reflexes. I would argue that almost all of the fish in this game are pretty on par with like sharks in some ways. Like a lot of them are. So I would say that's the only line that this game doesn't cross. I do think that New Leaf and New Horizon sharks are very difficult and they take good reaction. Whereas in this game, I think that this game is generally on the harder side with the reaction times. But because there is no sharks and stuff, there's just a couple fish that seem to be harder than others. But I don't even know if this game has different timings. It might, like, there might be different reaction timings for some fish, but I don't even think there is. I think it might just all be the same. There is? Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah. That's what I thought. I think the giant snakehead is a little bit harder to catch. I think the Araparima, the coelacanth, I think those are the ones that come to mind. Maybe the barred knife jaw or bared knife jaw or whatever. All right, here, let's donate these fish so we can watch Oblivion. Yo, what's up, Spirit? How you doing, dude? Gracie is not in New Horizons. Only her protege is. If you didn't know, Labelle or Label is Gracie's protege, and she's in the game, but not Gracie, which is a little sad. Yeah, good to see you today, Sage. I hope you feel better. Sage the Spirit, if we get a little bit of love in the chat, welcome in. Welcome in. By some miracle, all of my meetings were canceled. Yo, you can slide me that $20 later. I gave a call to your office and I took care of those meetings for you. You also might not have a job anymore, but that's totally cool. I still took care of those meetings, so you're good. Yeah, they're all taken care of. Yo, Food Manchu. Goodness, there's a whole bunch of them that are a little bit more difficult. I think there's even a couple smaller ones that are more difficult. If I remember correctly, one of the like real tiny fish are also hard to get. Yeah. The angelfish, is that it? Yeah. So I appreciate the, what's the word? The like validation there. Cause like I wasn't sure and it's nice to know the facts. Oblivion stream went live. We're going to switch to it in just a second. Snaptacular, snaptastic, snap. That is, oh bother. It wasn't particularly funny anyways. Please do attempt to ignore my sorry lack of humor. Despite it, we will treat this fish with much care. All right. Let's throw it up. We can finish donating stuff later. Let's throw up the stream here. And let's see what's going on with the Oblivion stuff. We're gonna watch it on YouTube if we can. All right, Bethesda Softworks, we're live. We're not gonna read from the chat today. It's all gonna be nonsense anyways. Bum. All right, 1080p.